News in South Africa today is that the Black Management Forum will now take part in various fora as an independent body following its withdrawal from the advocacy group Business Unity SA. The Deputy President of the forum is Tembakazi Mnyaka, and she joins us on the line from Durban. Good afternoon to you, Tembakazi.
Good evening, Lerato.
All right, what's going on? Why has the BMF taken what seems to be a very radical stance?
Well, it's not a radical stance if you consider that you've been there since the formation of BUSA and actually were founder members of it. But what is happening is that we realize that we differ fundamentally with BUSA on the transformation landscape of the South African economy. And this came out of the policy positions, various policy positions that actually would go through without reflecting black business input and views. So we felt that there's no reason to actually stay in this structure. What has actually been happening as well is still that it's the structural flaw, which we have been lamenting over the years, in the sense that the voice of black business, you only, out of 49 organizations, you only have 10 that represent black business.
Okay, Tembakazi, let's go back just to recent history, something like 3 weeks ago, where allegedly Jimmy Manyi stormed a BUSA consultation on the appointment of a new CEO. Going back furthermore, BUSA's reticence to support Futhi Mtoba as the new president of Business Unity SA. Some would say that there's something that's not quite right in the relationship at the moment, and it's not really a question of transformation, but it's a question of politics.
In fact, I deny vehemently the issue of storming, and I think it has been addressed in the media a number of times. So this sensationalism of Jimmy storming that is actually incorrect. It was even confirmed by BUSA that he was there representing me, who was overseas at the time. So I think we need to be clear on that one. It is definitely transformation. And as we have said, even during the election process, we said it's a structural flaw because the voice of black business is actually, considering that you only have representation, you have the representation that is only 10 organizations out of 49, and you have one organization, one vote. So it definitely is a transformation issue. When you look at the labor reforms, for instance, where the position of BUSA did not reflect the inputs of other sectors of a business, where in actual fact, even in the procurement legislation, where you have the PPPFA actually juxtaposed into, the BE code juxtaposed into the PPPFA, which is a procurement policy in South Africa, that is flawed. We felt that if they took into account the inputs and the interests of black business and other people, it would not be like that. So those policy positions are not reflecting of what they describe as a minority, which is curious because we are the majority in the country, but we become a minority now when we actually talk about business issues.
Okay, Tembakazi, when you move off to form an independent position by way of engaging various business fora, do you not put yourself at a disadvantage? Should you not be part of BUSA and really advance the agenda of transformation as part of the structure, really lobby constructively within the system?
Lerato, I'm saying that time and time again, that is a structural flaw that results in that actually not happening. As I said, we have been committed to this unity. That is why BMF did not join BUSA. BMF is a founder member of BUSA. We didn't just join because we believe strongly in that.
Okay,
and we thought we could transform from inside, and it is not happening because of the structural flaw, because you only have 10 businesses against 49 organizations.
When you talk about the structural flaw, Tembakazi, that withstanding, the point is how you're going to be advancing issues of transformation in corporate South Africa, given the position that you've taken right now. Again, many people will be saying, even if you're saying there's structural flaws, you're a founding member of BUSA, why not affirm yourself within the system? Because if you've been there for so long, why was there no transformation then under your watch?
That's exactly what we are lamenting, because as BMF we have been successful all along. In fact, the BMF has been instrumental in BEE legislation. The BMF has been instrumental in skills development legislation. And we're on our own. We're not part of BUSA. And we are saying that we had much more successes outside than inside, because what is happening now is that we are legitimizing a reactionary and anti-transformation organization, and we're not prepared to do that anymore. We are saying that we're more successful then, and we'll go it alone again and show our success.
Okay, going forward beyond what's happened with BUSA, how are you going to be taking forward some of the issues of transformation? How are you going to be engaging business? Because some would say to you, no, Tembakazi, don't come to us independently. You should have come through BUSA, or you should come through such and such an organization. How are you going to engage the environment going forward?
It has never happened before. You see, South Africa is very open to sectional interests. So in a way, in the sense that you're going through business, through NETLAG, for instance, we are hoping to actually have that representation. I do not believe that people say, don't come to us. We have done it before. In fact, even at NETLAG now, what is happening is that with the trade unions, you actually have the voice of NAFTU, the voice of COSATU being represented there. So we are saying that we are doing the same thing that we've been doing all along. What we did is that we thought we were committed to this union. It just did not help.
Okay.
Because we legitimized a reactionary organization.
Okay, Tembakazi Sisi, going forward, 5 things that are critical for transformation that you say are non-negotiable, that South African business has to start engaging in, the things that are fundamental for you that have made this transformation slow and that need to make it more constructive.
Yes, we need to actually enter transformational mind, because we feel that the issue of redistribution of wealth in South Africa is actually quite critical, and business should actually understand that you can't be an island of wealth in a sea of poverty. That is critical for us. You actually also have various legislations, for instance, like the labor reforms. Those labor reforms are actually meant to right the wrongs, the injustices. And if business could actually commit to those labor reforms, to the issue of redistribution of wealth, which in fact, and to the issues of procurement, those are the issues that we say, transformation-wise, you must have a transformation mindset that says everyone in South Africa has to, especially the majority of people, cannot be marginalized in terms of participating in the economy of South Africa.